Hello viewers, welcome back to our channel Combo Work. Today we will be learning the lesson Bade Bhai Sahab of class 10 in English. This lesson completely depends upon the life of students. The narrator and the writer of the story is Munshi Premchand. To say the story in one line, here there will be a big brother and a small brother, in which the big brother will always advise his small brother to keep studying instead of wasting his time in playing. So let's start the story. मेरे भाई साहब मुझसे 5 साल बड़े लेकिन केवल 3 दर्जे आगे है. My big brother is 5 years elder than me but just 3 classes more. So here I is the narrator मुंशी प्रेमचंद. उन्होंने भी उसी उम्र में पढ़ने शुरू किया था जब मैंने शुरू किया, लेकिन तालीम जैसे महत्व के मामले में वह जल्दबाजी से काम लेना पसंद ना करते थे. So तालीम is शिक्षा, which is education. Umr means age. So he also started. He is the Bade Bhai Sahab. Also started in the same age when I started, but he gives more importance to the education and he didn't want to complete it so fastly without understanding the concept. इस भवन की बुनियाद खूब मजबूत डालना चाहते थे जिस पर इंशाअ महान बन सके. 1 साल का काम 2 साल में करते थे, कभी कभी 3 साल भी लग जाते थे. बुनियाद ही पुख्ता ना हो तो मकान कैसे पैदार बने. So here बुनियाद is the foundation, which is नींव. So if he says that the foundation becomes so beautiful if all started learning like this, and he also says that just the education which he have to learn in 1 year as others, he takes it 2 years or sometimes even 3 years. Sorry. बुनियाद ही पुख्ता ना हो तो मकान कैसे पैदार बने. He says that if the foundation of itself is not so perfect, then how will the house be notched. मैं छोटा था, वह बड़े थे. मेरे उम्र 9 साल की थी, वह 14 साल के थे. So Munshi Premchand says that I was small and he was big. My age was 9 and his age was 14. उन्हें मेरी तंबीह और निगरानी का पूरा और जन्मसिद्ध अधिकार था और मेरी शालीनता इसी में थी कि उनकी हुक्म को कानून समझना. So here Tambiya means scold, Nigrani means dekh, means always be seeing and watching what he is doing. Janmstid means janm se hi prapt karna. From the birth itself he has the adhikar, rights. So from the birth itself he has the rights. So Shalinta means samajhdari. So hukum means advice and kanun means law. So here Munshi Premchand says that my big brother has always calls and always keeps watching me, and also he has all the rights for from the birth itself for doing this. What? Scolding and always saying. And he says that, and that's my understanding. I have to understand that his advice is the law. वह स्वभाव से बड़े अध्ययनशील थे. Means अध्ययनशील means studious. His behavior was always be studying and all those. हरदम किताब खोल बैठने रहते और शायद दिमाग को आराम देने के लिए कभी कॉपी पर किताब के हाशिए पर चिड़ियाँ, कुत्ते, बिल्लियों की तस्वीर बनाया करते थे. So always he be opening his book and seeing it, and sometimes to rest his mind he draws some chidiya, birds and kutte and all those in the pages of the books. कभी कभी एक ही नाम या शब्द या वाक्य 10-20 बार लिख डालते. Sometimes he writes one name or one word or one sentence 10 to 20 times. कभी एक शेर को बार बार सुंदर अक्षरों में नकल करते. Sometimes the one thing itself he always be doing it in some other beautiful words. कभी ऐसे शब्द रचना करते जिसमें ना कोई अर्थ होते ना कोई सामंजस्य. So sometimes he writes few words in which there is no meaning or no grammar. मसलान which is उदाहरण example. एक बार उनकी कॉपी में मैंने यह इबारत देखी. इबारत means लेख which is written. स्पेशल अमीना बाइयों दरअसल बाई राधेश्याम श्रीयुत राधेश्याम 1 घंटा तक. इसके बाद एक आदमी का चेहरा बना हुआ था. So example, once I saw in his book, he was written all this special Amina Bai etc. And after that he just drew one human's picture. मैंने बहुत चेष्टा की कि इस पहेली का कोई अर्थ निकालूं, लेकिन असफल रहा. He tried so much to understand the meaning of this sentences and the words, but always he was unsuccessful in this. और उनसे पूछने का साहस ना हुआ. And he was not able to even ask his big brother. वो 9वीं जमात में थे, मैं 5वीं में. He was studying in 9th class and I was 5th class. उनकी रचनाओं को समझना मेरे लिए छोटा मुँह बड़े बात थी. To understand his sentences, it was very difficult for me. So here, छोटा मुँह बड़ी बात is a muhavre. There are actually many muhavres in this lesson. I'll be doing another video for the muhavres of this. मेरा जी पढ़ना में बिल्कुल ना लगता था. So he was just opposite of his big brother. He was not at all interested in studying. 1 घंटा भी किताब लेकर बैठना पहाड़ था. So see how he is explaining his character. He was even sitting 1 hour before the book was like a pahad for him, like a mountain. मौका पाते ही हॉस्टल से निकलकर मैदान में आ जाता और कभी कंकरियाँ उजलना, कभी कागज़ की तितलियाँ उड़ाना और कहीं कोई साथी मिल गया तो पूछने ही क्या. कभी 4 दीवारों पर चढ़कर नीचे कूद रहे हैं, कभी फाटक पर सवार उसे आगे पीछे चलने हुए मोटर कार का आनंद उठा रहा है. लेकिन कमरे में आते ही बड़े भाई साहब का रुद्र रूप देखकर प्राण ही सूख जाता. So here he says, whenever he gets a chance to get out of the hostel, he just runs away to the Maidan. So Maidan is kind of a playground out there. So he goes there and Kankariya Ujhalna, he do all this खेल कूद playing. Okay, so Kankariya Ujhalna, कभी कागज की तितलियाँ उठाना, कागज की तितलियाँ उठाना, like see we do aeroplanes and boats and papers, right? So here that is expressed in other words. और कहीं कोई साथी मिल गया तो पूछना ही का क्या. So if any friends he get to play with, then what is there to speak about it? कभी 4 दीवारों पर चढ़कर नीचे कूद रहा. So he just climbs and then again falls, climbs and falls in the 4 walls. Then कभी फाटक पर सवार उसे आगे पीछे चलने हुए मोटर कार का आनंद उठाना. So the motor car which goes front and back, he just takes the happiness and enjoys it. लेकिन कमरे में आते ही भाई साहब का वह रुद्र रूप देखकर प्राण ही सूख जाता. प्राण सूख जाता इस मुहावरे which means बुरी तरह डर जाना. So it is like getting so scared. Rudra Roop is um, the very angry face of his big brother. So when he comes back to his room after seeing his big brother's uh, very angry and so bad behavior, he just becomes so scared of it. उनका पहले सवाल यह होता, कहाँ थे, where were you? His first question was always where were you? हमेशा यही सवाल इसी ध्वनि में हमेशा पूछा जाता था कि, और इसका जवाब मेरे पास केवल मौन था. So always when he comes back from the Maidan, his big brother always asks only kahan the, always this question only, and all Munshi Premchand's answer will always be silence, Monta. So he will not even say anything, chup रहता था. ना जाने मेरे मुख से यह बात क्यों ना निकलाती कि ज़रा बाहर खेल रहा था. मेरा मौन कह देता कि मुझे अपने अपराध स्वीकार है और भाई साहब के लिए उसके सिवा और कोई इलाज ना था कि स्नेह और रोष से मिल हुए शब्दों में मेरा सत्कार करे. So here he says that I don't know why my mouth doesn't open and tell that I was playing outside. The meaning of my silence is I do agree with my aprad, means it's actually crime. The meaning of aprad is crime, and sweekar is accepted. So I accept the mistake I did, and that's what he says. And sneha means prem and rosh means gussa. In both the characters in his face, both the love and scary face, he namaste his big brother. इस तरह अंग्रेजी पढ़ोगे तो जिंदगी पर पत्ते रहोगे और एक अर्फ ना आएंगे. अंग्रेजी पढ़ना कोई हंसी खेल नहीं है कि जो चाहे पढ़ ले. नी एरा गेरा नत्थु गेरा, सभी अंग्रेजी की विद्वान हो जाते. So बड़े भाई साहब says, if you learn English, अंग्रेजी is English, like this, then you will be learning it all your lifetime. Don't think that learning English is just like playing or something like that. If it is like that, then even everyone in this world will be learning it. Era gera nattu kera is also a muhavri. यह रात दिन आंखें फोड़कर पढ़नी है और खून चलना पड़ता है, तब कहीं यह विद्या आती है. We have to always be reading day and night. We should be reading this English. Then itself we will learn it. और आती क्या है? हाँ कहने का आती है. See what he says? He says, and what to say it comes. You will be just able to say yes. Yes, I know English. बड़े बड़े विद्वान भी शुद्ध अंग्रेजी नहीं लिख सकते, बोलने तो दूर रहा. और मैं कहते हूँ तुम कितना ढोंगा हो कि मुझे देखकर भी सबक नहीं लेते. So he says big scholars also don't know a perfect and complete English. Speaking is different. He also says that you are so murk. Murk means dhonga means murk. So that means so lazy kind of thing. You are so lazy that you are not even learning. After seeing I am doing this much, मैं कितनी मेहनत करता हूँ, यह तुम अपनी आंखों से देखते हो. अगर नहीं देखते तो यह तुम्हारी आंखों का कसूर है, तुम्हारी बुद्धि का कसूर है. He says, you are seeing, right, how much hard work I am doing to learn everything. You are seeing from your own eyes, right? If you are not seeing, that's the fault of your eyes, that's the fault of your knowledge and your brain. इतनी इतने मेले तमाशे होते हैं, मुझे तुमने कभी देखने जाते देखा है? So he says, see how many exhibitions and circuses, all those entertainment things are there, but still did you see any time me going there? रोज ही क्रिकेट और हॉकी मैच होते हैं, मैं पास नहीं फटकता। एवरी डे क्रिकेट एंड हॉकी मैचेस आर गोइंग ऑन, बट आई नेवर गो देयर। हमेशा पढ़ता रहता हूँ। ऑलवेज आई बी स्टडिंग। उस पर भी एक एक दर्जे में 2-2, 3-3 साल पढ़ता रहता हूँ। फिर भी तुम कैसे आशा करते हैं हो कि तुम यह खेलकूद में वक्त गवाकर पास हो जाओगे? It's like every time I'll be studying, but still the class which I have to complete in 1 year, I do it for 2 to 3 years. Then how do you think that by playing and wasting your time you will pass in your classes? मुझे तो 2 ही 3 साल लगते हैं, तुम उम्र भर इसी दर्जे में पढ़े सरते रहेगा। So he says that for me it takes 2 to 3 years to study one class. For you it takes a whole lifetime to study one class, I guess. अगर तुम्हें इस तरह उम्र गंवानी है तो बेहतर है घर चले जाओ और मज़े से गुल्ली डंडा खेलो। दादा का गाड़ी कमाई के रुपए क्यों बर्बाद करते हो? He says, if you want to just waste your time like this, go to home and play gulli danda. Gulli danda is a game actually here. So just play gulli danda happily. Why are you wasting the money of our dad? Gaadi kamai is also muhavri here. मैं यह लदाड़ सुनकर आंसू बहना लगता। So he says he used to feel tears after hearing his scoldings. Ladad means scoldings. जवाब ही क्या था? What was the answer? अपराध तो मैंने किया, लताड़ कौन सा है? भाई साहब उपदेश की कला में निपुण थे। I committed the crime. अपराध I said was the crime. Here it means mistake. Bhai Sahab was proficient in the art of preaching. ऐसे लगाती बातें कहते, ऐसे सुखिन भान चलाते कि मेरे जिगर के टूटे हो जाते और हिम्मत टूट जाती। He used to say such words, he used to use such words in which my courage would break into pieces. इस तरह जान तोड़कर मेहनत करने की शक्ति में अपने में ना पाता था और उस निराशा में ज़रा देर के लिए मैं सोचते लगते। So he says that in this way he was not able to find his power to work hard in his life, and for a while in that disappointment he started thinking, क्या ना घर चले जाऊं, जो काम मेरे भूते के बाहर है उसमें हाथ डालकर क्या अपनी जिंदगी खराब करूं? So he's like, why should I not go to home back? Why should I spoil my life by putting my hands in that work which is beyond my capacity? मुझे अपना मूर्ख रहने मंजूर था, लेकिन उतनी मेहनत से मुझे तो चक्कर आ जाता थे। लेकिन 2 घंटे के बाद निराशा के बादल फट जाते और मैं इरादा करते कि आगे से खूब जी लगाकर पढ़ूंगा। So I knew he says that I knew I was a fool, but with that hard work, he was like, I would get dizzy after 2 or 3 hours of studying so much hard. चटपट एक टाइम टेबल बना डालता. So fastly he made a time table. बिना पहले से नक्श बनाने कोई स्कीम तैयार किया, काम कैसे शुरू करूं. So it's like how to start the work without preparing a scheme. And timetable में खेलकूद की मत बिल्कुल उठ जाती. He is like in the timetable there is no sports, no playing. So his timetable starts like this. प्रातः काल 6 बजे उठना, मुंह हाथ धो नाश्ता कर पढ़ने बैठ जाना. So morning, early morning, 6 o'clock he would wake up, and after that he would fresh up and eat breakfast. And then 6 से 8 तक अंग्रेजी is English. So from 6 to 8 English, 8 से 9 तक हिसाब, from 8 to 9 math, 9 से 9:30 तक इतिहास is history. So from 9 to 9:30 it's history. फिर भोजन और school. After that he will eat and then to school. 3:30 बजे स्कूल से वापस होकर आधे घंटा आराम. So after coming from school at 3:30, only half an hour for rest. 4 से 5 तक भूगोल. 4 to 5 is geography. भूगोल is geography. 5 से 6 तक ग्रामर. 5 to 6 ग्रामर. आधे घंटे हॉस्टल के सामने ही ठहरना. After that half an hour simply wandering around the hostel, not playing, just wandering around the hostel. 6:30 से 7 तक अंग्रेजी composition. So 6:30 to 7 English composition. फिर भोजन करके 8 से 9 तक अनुवाद. So after that dinner, and then 8 to 9 translation. अनुवाद is translation. 9 से 10 तक हिंदी. 9 to 10 हिंदी. 10 से 11 तक विविध विषयों, फिर विश्राम. So 10 to 11 it's all other subjects, and then rest, that is going to sleep. मगर टाइम टेबल बना लेना एक बात है, उस पर अमल करना दूसरी बात. So here, but to make a timetable is one thing and to execute it is another thing. पहले ही दिन उसकी अवहेलना शुरू हो जाती. He started being disregarded on the first day itself. मैदान की वह सुगंध हरियाली, हवा के हल्के हल्के झोंके, फुटबॉल की वह उछल कूद, कबड्डी के वह धाव घात, वॉलीबॉल की वह तेज़ी और फुर्ती मुझे अज्ञात और अनिवार्य रूप से खींच ले जाती है, और वह जाते ही मैं सब कुछ भूल जाता. So he says that pleasant greenery of the field, हवा के हल्के हल्के झांके, the mild breeze of the air, that's the हवा के हल्के हल्के झांके, the jumping of football, the suns of kabaddi, the swiftness and the quickness of the volleyball would drag him to an unknown and रूप से to an unknown route. It will bring him, and he would forget everything as he goes there. वह जानलेवा टाइम टेबल, वह आंखफोड़ पुस्तक किसी की याद ना रहती, और भाई साहब के नसीहत और फजीयत का अवसर मिल जाता है. That murderous, what जानलेवा means the timetable which takes his life out. That murderful timetable, those eye-popping books, so nobody can remember them. And also he gives opportunity for the Bhai Sahab to again advise him and scold him. मैं उनके साये से भागता, उनकी आंखों से दूर रहने की चेष्टा करता। कमरे में इस तरह दबाव आता कि उन्हें खबर ना हो। So he used to try to run away from his brother, to not be visible, to be away from the eyes of his big brother. उनकी नज़र मेरी ओर उठी और मेरी प्राण निकला। If he sees me, then he will lose his life. हमेशा सिर पर एक नंगी तलवार सी लटकाती मालूम होती। There always seemed to be a sword hanging over his head. फिर भी जैसे मौत और विपत्ति के बीच भी आदमी मोह और माया के बंधन में छटता रहता है। मैं फटाकर और चुड़कियाँ खाकर भी खेलकूद का तिरस्कार ना कर सकता हूँ। So फटकर means डांट, गुड़ियाँ खाकर मीन्स गुस्से से भरी बातों सुनना, तिरस्कार मीन्स अपमान। And actually I have forgot to say the meaning of अनिर्वाय. अनिर्वाय means ज़रूरी, and आजत means जिसे जानने ना हो. So अज्ञात means what? Without knowing itself, and अनिर्वाय means compulsory. Nasihat means salah and opportunity. Fazihat means apman. Dabe pav means bina awaz. Without making noise itself, he goes inside his room. Anirvaya means zarur, as I said. And so he says, after getting this much scoldings also, even in the midst of death and adversity, this man is in the bondage of fascination and the illusion. He would not despise the sports even after getting this much scoldings. So there are part 2, that's all is part 1. There is part 2 and part 3 also. I will be doing those in the upcoming videos. Till then, signing off. Bye bye. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe my video. And turn on the bell button to get the notifications of my upcoming videos. Thank you. Bye.